Section 1 of Days on the Road, Crossing the Plains in 1865. This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. Recording by Sue Anderson. Days on the Road, Crossing the Plains in 1865 by Sarah Raymond Herndon. Dedicated to the pioneers of Montana and the Great West who crossed the plains in wagons. Preface. I do not expect to gain fame or fortune by the publication of this little book. I have prepared it for publication because a number of the pioneers who read my journal 20 years ago, when published in The Husbandman, have asked me to. At that time I was a busy wife, mother, and housekeeper, and could only write when my baby boy was taking his daily nap, to supply the copy for each week. No one knows better than I how very imperfect it was, yet many seemed to enjoy it, and the press that noticed it at all spoke very kindly of it. Sarah Raymond Herndon. We start May 1st, 1865. As I sit here in the shade of our prairie schooner, with this blank book, ready to record the events of this, our first day on the road, the thought comes to me, why are we here? Why have we left home, friends, relatives, associates, and loved ones who have made so large a part of our lives and added so much to our happiness? Echo answers, why? The chief aim in life is the pursuit of life, liberty, and happiness. Are we not taking great risks in thus venturing into the wilderness? When devoted men and women leave home, friends, and the enjoyments of life, to go to some far heathen land, obeying the command, "Go preach my gospel to every creature," we look on and applaud and desire to emulate them. There is something so sublime, so noble in the act that elevates the missionary above the common order of human beings, that we are not surprised that they make the sacrifice, and we silently wish that we too had been called to do missionary work. But when people who are comfortably and pleasantly situated pull up stakes and leave all, or nearly all, that makes life worth the living, start on a long, tedious, and perhaps dangerous journey, to seek a home in a strange land, among strangers, with no other motive than that of bettering their circumstances by gaining wealth and heaping together riches that perish with the using, it does seem strange that so many people do it. The motive does not seem to justify the inconvenience, the anxiety, the suspense that must be endured. Yet how would the Great West be peopled were it not so? God knows best. It is without doubt this spirit of restlessness and unsatisfied longing, or ambition, if you please, which is implanted in our nature by an all-wise Creator, that has peopled the whole earth. This has been a glorious May day, the sky most beautifully blue, the atmosphere delightfully pure, the birds twittering joyously, the earth seems filled with joy and gladness. God has given us this auspicious day to inspire our hearts with hope and joyful anticipation. This our first day's journey on the road across the plains and mountains. It was hard to say good-bye to our loved and loving friends, knowing that we were not at all likely to meet again in this life. I felt very much like indulging in a good cry, but refrained, and Dick and I were soon speeding over the beautiful prairie, overtaking Cash, who had lingered behind the
Sample complete. Ready to continue?